Hi everyone, in today's pick a card reading, we're going to find out what messages are meant for you, what messages you need to hear right now. We have 3 piles to choose from today and 3 stones, so go ahead and take a moment, see what calls out to you, and let's begin the reading. Hi pile 1, if you chose this Opalite, this is your reading. Let's find out what messages you're meant to hear right now. In today's reading, I'll be using tarot cards, oracle cards, and my channeled messages that I wrote down. So let's get started. I pulled your cards. First, we have 6 of Crystals in reverse. So I feel that right now, pile 1, there may be this frustration that you're going through when it comes to trying to accomplish something in your life, and I feel that this can be tied into other people around you as well, which brings me to my next message, group. And this message tells me that there's this emphasis on groups for sure, and just other people around you, pile 1. And I also feel that this represents something that could have taken place growing up. I feel that you may have felt that you never fit in, you never felt part of a group. And I feel that right now, these feelings could be resurfacing, and as though you're being brought back to the past, especially if this is something that you've experienced a lot throughout your life. And I also feel that there could be people talking in your ear right now, or just external influences, pile 1, that could also be a factor in how you're viewing yourself and what you have to offer in your talents. Next, we have anxiety and self-comparison. So I feel that it may feel like it's beginning to be a lot for you, pile 1. It feels like it's just all too much. There's just too much going on. And with the self-comparison card, I feel that there could also be this existential questioning. This feels very much like you're trying to find your purpose, pile 1, or sense of stability right now. And with the self-comparison, I feel that you could be looking at people around you and feeling less than. You could feel as though you're not good enough and that they're better than you, which is definitely not true, pile 1. But we'll get into that later. Next, we have the High Priestess and Queen of Cups. So this also tells me that you, pile 1, I feel that you are very spiritually gifted. You could be just very in tune with your emotions naturally, and you have this sensitivity about you when it comes to how you approach the world. And I definitely don't mean sensitivity in a bad way either, pile 1. But since you're very spiritually aware, it could feel very intense at times. And there could be like just a lot of overstimulation, especially when it comes to certain people that you come across. And next we have sing your song, throat chakra. So this tells me, Padawan, that there's this confirmation to not give up. And I feel that the key here is to listen to your inner voice. And with the sing your song, throat chakra, I feel that this could be a blockage right now. And the throat chakra is all about communication and self-expression. So I feel that right now it could feel quite daunting to be yourself and to really let your gifts shine, because I do feel that you have a lot of gifts and talents, Padawan. And I feel that this could relate to creative gifts or spiritual gifts. But if this isn't something that you're actively pursuing, I feel that this can still be a good tool to help you succeed. And next we have where there's a will, there's a way. So this definitely tells me, Padawan, that right now, I feel that your drive to succeed has to be louder than your fears. Because I feel that in some aspect, they may still be there. This type of thing doesn't happen overnight. Confidence doesn't happen overnight. But I feel like this is asking you to look at the bigger picture and to know that your voice matters, your perspective matters, and that in this case, I feel that this is what has to be the focus, especially if you are dealing with difficult people right now, or just the pressures from society as a whole. I feel this is asking you, Padawan, that it's like that saying goes, be scared, but do it anyway. Alright, now we have your oracles, which is from the deck you chose in the intro. So let's go over your oracles. So we have financial constraints and action. So with these two together, Padawan, I feel that another focus for you right now could be this fear of feeling held back by or restricted by not feeling stable or having a sense of stability. I feel that what could be holding you back from taking action is this fear of it being a waste of time. There could be this mindset of it all feels impossible and not something that has a stable outcome. And next we have adjacent possibilities. and strategy. So this tells me that it may be helpful to ground yourself right now, pile one, and to really retrace your steps. There's definitely this message about don't drop everything and don't give up. But now can be a good time to brainstorm and know that it's not over. Pile one, it's not over. You can still get to where you want to be. And to keep pushing through. And okay, yeah, pile one. This to me feels like fine tuning. Just really like what I was saying about retracing your steps and just fine tuning what you're already doing, but tweaking it a little bit to improve it, but not change it completely, to still make it authentic to you. And next we have the world. So overall, pile one, I feel that with this in mind, you will start to, things won't be this way forever. And the more that you expand your mind, the more you will find that you'll get back on track, you'll get back to the road that you're meant to be on. And that's what I have for you today, pile one. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, pile number two. If you chose this calcite, this is your reading. Let's find out what messages are meant for you, what messages you need to hear right now. Today I'll be using tarot cards, oracle cards, and some channeled messages that I wrote down. So let's get started. First we have the Empress in reverse, and you're not too much. So right away, pile two, this kind of reminds me of pile one, where I was speaking of this lack of support. And I feel that in your case, pile two, this is confirmation to continue to doing what you're doing, and you're not too much, you don't have to change anything about you. You're fine just the way you are. And next we have they'll come around. So I feel that if you have been dealing with certain people, pile two, that have not been seeing your vision or just don't have the same enthusiasm for certain things that you do, I feel like this is a sign that they'll come around, you'll make them a believer, so to speak. And with that being said, I feel that this can also relate to a certain romantic connection. This can be like a past partner or someone that may have also been a part of not giving you the support that you needed or would hope for. But there's this message, pile two, about first they laugh, then they copy. So I feel that what you're meant to hear right now, pile two, is to let any outside sources, any people around you, to let them just do their thing and focus on yourself. And it's not that they don't see your light, pile two, it's just that they may not be the most open-minded people. They may just not understand. But I'm getting that this isn't necessarily something against you, pile two. It's just based on their own experiences in life. And if this is a romantic connection that you're dealing with, I feel that this is someone who may be a bit stubborn, pile two, as a whole. So it's not just you. I feel that they're hard to convince. But that's for some of you watching. Let's see what else we have. We have 8 of diamonds and 6 of crystals. And 6 of crystals was in pile 1, but in the reverse position. So I feel that there may also be a message in there for you, pile 2. But I feel that pile 2 is the next step from pile 1. So pile 1 may have certain elements of your past. And pile 2 is more in the process of it all. Things are speeding up. And it's already happening. So I feel that this is also confirmation, pile 2, that you're on the right track. And there's also this message about alignment and things falling into place for you, pile 2. And with this 8 of diamonds and 6 of crystals, I feel that you're on your way to success. You're on your way to completing something that you've had your eyes set on. Next we have wish fulfillment. So I feel that ultimately, pile 2, you will get what you want. And right now, it may feel hard to keep your enthusiasm, especially if you have people around you who are not so on the same page as you. But I feel that this is also something that is part of what makes you special, pile 2. So with that, you're not too much message, I feel like this is also confirmation to keep being you. Don't feel silenced. Don't feel like you're taking up too much space, because you're not. Next we have live to tell the tale. So this, to me, goes hand in hand with they'll come around. And I feel that for this pile in particular, you guys are on your way to something great, something that your own success story that you'll share with certain people in your life. And with this live to tell the tale, I feel that this reminds me of what I was saying about you making people believe. You'll make them a believer, and they'll be like, oh, pile 2 knows what they're talking about. I should have listened to them. Yeah, pile 2, there's this message about to try not to overthink these situations. Don't try to prove yourself or convince people of your vision or who you are, because I feel that in time they'll figure it out, they'll understand. And this is about, to me, letting your actions speak for itself, for themselves. I feel that you have a fresh perspective to offer, pile 2. And you're naturally someone who's very open-minded, someone who's open to learn, especially when it comes to other people's points of view. And it can feel disappointing when some people don't have the same mindset as you. Some people aren't as open-minded to what you have to say or share. But this to me feels like it's all about keeping your ambition. And with this 8 of Diamonds, I feel that this is confirmation to keep working, keep paying attention to what you're building towards. Okay, let's go to our oracles now. And this is the deck you chose in the intro. So first we have Meryl, be your own first priority. Garden, something lovely will grow from this. And Voyage, you already have all the answers. So yeah, pile 2. This confirms what I was saying about don't worry what other people are doing, just worry about what you're doing, and the rest will work itself out. And I feel that it's important not to take on what isn't yours to carry, because I feel that you have something else to focus on, something else that deserves your attention. And with this, you already have all the answers. I feel that this is also confirmation that your vision is valid and you know what to do, even if at times that if there's doubts, you have a good mindset. I feel that you are already pretty organized, pile 2, but this is all about staying consistent with that. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Pile 2. Thank you so much. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. If you chose this tree agate, this is your reading. Let's find out what messages you're meant to hear right now, what messages you need to hear. Today I'll be using tarot cards, oracle cards, and some channeled messages that I wrote down. So let's get started. I pulled your cards. Starting off, we have 4 cups, the Magician, Knight of Cups. So, starting off, pile 3, I feel that what you're meant to hear right now is that there's this need to dig deeper regarding the company that you keep and making your boundaries known. Also, we have Ace of Diamonds. So I feel that this can be related to a romantic connection that you're currently involved with, pile 3. Or simply a particular person that has not been respecting you in the way that you deserve. And I feel that this is someone who can be a sweet talker. They could show up as this Knight of Cups, but really they're this magician, someone who's they know how to work an angle, they know how to talk the talk. And with this Ace of Diamonds, I feel that you may be waiting for something to take off with them, something more stable, or just having this sense of reassurance that they're on the same page as you. And as for the channel messages, first we have, am I the drama? So I feel that this person, pile 3, is very coy. They know how to come across as someone who's innocent and well-intentioned, something like that. But I feel that some part of them knows that they are they have flaws. They are someone who is flawed when it comes to how they approach their connections and the people around them. Next we have listen. So I feel that this is a message about not only really listening to what this person is saying and not taking it at face value, but really as a whole paying attention to how you feel, what energy that they're giving off to you. I feel that there's this confirmation, pile 3, that you don't have to brush it off as you being too sensitive, because you're not. I feel that your needs are valid, and you don't deserve to be given breadcrumbs. You don't deserve to be given less than you deserve. And next we have match their energy. So I feel that this is asking you to call back your power, pile 3. If they're not giving you what you want, to not hesitate to match their energy. If they're being cold and distant, then why should you not do the same? And I'm not saying this as a way to play games with them, pile 3. I'm seeing this as a way to really know what's worth your time. And with this Ace of Diamonds, I also channeled Don't Hold Back and What Do I Want? So I feel like this is asking you, pile 3, to be honest with yourself, is what I'm getting. To really ask yourself, does this person align with my values? Am I being patient with them because I don't want to be alone? Because I feel that it's important to not let this person get away with what they're doing, pile 3. Because being kind and patient, I feel like this is not going to change them. I feel like the only way to really make them understand is by using your voice and to not hold back from speaking your truth and making your boundaries known. And next, we're going to talk about your oracle cards, which is from the deck that you chose in the intro. So we have Clarity in reverse. So I feel that as a whole, pile 3, you may be feeling a lot of confusion right now when it comes to a particular person. Like, there's this unfinished business, there's this sense of not knowing what the next step is, and maybe even wanting to speed things along. But with this 4 of Cups, pile 3, I feel that this is asking you to spend your time wisely and I feel that it may be stagnant for a while. And next we have practical intuition. So I do feel that this is asking you to use your intuition to make the best decisions in your highest good. And next we have self-acceptance in reverse. And I'm getting a couple messages with this. I feel like this is a word of advice for some people you come across, pile 3, is to not let their lack of effort or whether you're dealing with someone who's not consistent with their efforts, or if you're dealing with someone who is more outspoken and not very kind with their words, whatever the case may be, pile 3, I feel like this is a message that they not really like themselves, so it's not something that's against you. I feel like certain people act out in ways that are not themselves because they're not living in their most authentic self. I feel like these are people who search outside of themselves, and especially when it comes to their ego, pile 3. I feel that some people that this person in particular, pile 3, is just very driven by their ego, and it's not so much as something that's against you. Another message I'm getting from the self-acceptance in reverse is that it may be hard to feel accepted by this person, and as a result, it may feel very hard to love yourself, pile 3. But I feel like there's an important message here that if they're not acting like this Knight of Cups, then something may need to change, pile 3. And there's this message about don't worry about the reaction of this person. I just keep getting this emphasis that it's not about you, pile 3. You're not at blame here, but it's important to do what you have to do to protect your energy. And if this isn't already happening, pile 3, I feel that this could also be something, an important message for the near future. If you do know someone from your recent past or someone that you've had to keep your distance from, I feel that this could be a word of caution to trust your gut, and if they do come along talking the talk, then you'll know what to do. Hi, pile 3, I'm back again. I was just about to end your reading, but I felt like I kind of ended it on an awkward note, so I wanted to come back and at least get some positive reinforcement for you. So I pulled some more cards. So we have Page of Crystals, Queen of Cups, and Blessed Sight. So on a positive note, pile 3, I feel that whatever situation or person that you're dealing with or has been a consistent theme for you, I feel that it's going to be a very small problem. And that's not to say that, and I'm not saying that to invalidate your experience or your feelings, but I feel that you'll find that you'll have a new sense of focus. And you'll get your groove back, pile 3. I feel like you'll be more in this Queen of Cups mindset. You'll be very much like, it is what it is. I'm going to keep being myself. I'm still going to be a kind, empathetic person because that's the person that I am. And I feel that no matter who you come across, Pile 3, you're going to have this new confidence because now you know, like, I feel that you'll trust yourself more, Pile 3. And with this Page of Crystals, I feel that you'll also have this new focus, this new inspiration to pursue other things or at least get involved in other things. I feel that you'll be very open to what's new. And with this Blessed Sight card, Pile 3, I feel that there's a sense of gratitude coming for you that you did what's best for you. And there's going to be like this weight lifted off your shoulders. And overall, I don't feel it would be a big concern moving forward, Pile 3, because you already have this knowledge. I feel like you're already on a good track to recognizing what needs to be done and what's suffocating you and what needs to be rearranged, what needs to end. And next we have Five of Cups and Ace of Crystals. So this tells me that any losses will turn into wins, Pile 3. That any endings will turn into something better that sparks your attention, that sparks inspiration. I feel that something new will start, that you'll have this sense of gratitude that you didn't give up or settle for less. And yeah, that's what I have for you today, Pile 3. Thank you so much. Bye.